So it looks like Kim Sanders won the lag, which you knew was going to happen because you entered the names in that way.
Oh, it's perfect right here. I just have a
Yeah.
button to switch them.
Okay, perfect.
All right, let's get these odds put in now.
Okay.
I've
So,
got them right down.
according to Fargo, it's about a 2-to-1 edge. You guys are going to see that in a moment.
There we go.
All right. Let's put in John Eagle's full name. Put a 3 at the end.
The third.
Yeah, he's the third rendition of John Eagle.
I hope I spelled his name correctly. Wasn't sure which way to spell John there.
No, you got it right. Okay. So, let's see how this goes. So, like one of the key things in 8-ball is having a big break. It really can dictate the pace of the game. Break softly, and that can happen with like a second ball break too. You can oftentimes be looking at a very defense-oriented game. If you break really big, then you can end up seeing some runouts, and it looks like Kim's going for big breaks here. Don't think she's made a ball. Could be wrong. Okay, yeah. So here comes John Eagle. So I think he's going to be looking at solids simply because I don't see very many opportunities for him to take stripes. The only problem with solids is really the 7-ball. Like everything else is out in the open. The 7 and the 8 are a bit tied up. So I'm assuming he's going to take the 5, and if he can manage to hit that window and bump the 11 out, that would get him positioned for the 7, and he could be off and running. So let's see what he does right here. But yeah, I would be looking to hit that window, like just go right between the 15 and the 7, try and run into the 11 ball. That is, of course, if he's got enough angle to do that. I can't quite tell if that's the case. Yeah, here he goes. Oh, he went around. Okay. Okay, so he's going to leave that 7-ball alone for now, which um, I'll be honest with you. I think that could spell some trouble for him. Um, I'm a little bit surprised, but he's going to have to figure out a way to address that 7, and really the pattern that he chooses to take with the other 5 solids almost doesn't even matter unless he's got a plan for that 7-ball. Guess what he could be looking at, although this is risky. He could be looking to pocket the 2-ball in the left side pocket and run into the 11-8 and see if he comes away with a shot. He's got a couple of problems doing that, or a couple of things he could run into. If he tries to break out the balls going down table, then what will likely happen is that either the 11 or the 8 or both are going to split and also go down table, and that could block paths for the 7. Okay. So yeah, I see the 2-ball being his breakout shot here.
I like how we got that 4-ball off the rail there.
Yeah, I think that was inadvertent.
Okay.
I don't think he meant to do
It
that.
seemed a little risky.
Yeah. You know what? I might even consider using the 4-ball as a breakout ball right now.
Oh, nice.
It's not easy. One of the things that makes this event interesting is that we're playing 8-ball on a 9-foot table, and I think a lot of people will say things like, "Oh, well, 8-ball on a 7-foot table is really hard. On a 9-foot table, you have more room." True, but when it comes to the long shots are obviously even longer. So yeah, I think he's going for the breakout. Ooh, he miscued. So yeah, now he's made it more complicated, um, which is actually probably going to work out in his favor because Kim doesn't really have a whole lot to work with here. She's got tough shots all around. Um, she might be able to start with the 10 ball, but I don't see the 10 ball having a whole lot of future. I mean, she can get position on the 14, and the 13 will get her back down table, but then she's still going to have to address that 11-9. Oh, she's looking at the 12. Interesting. Oh, she's playing safe. Oh, no, she's not. Okay, so she hangs up the 15, and this is going to be very a very common theme, I think, you know, in this set where we're we're basically jockeying for position for when the runouts come. So they're going to relocate balls. I call it like bunting.
Okay.
You relocate balls and you just wait until the opportunity arises for you to start to run. And until those four balls in the in the rack area are addressed, nobody's running.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, I know you should always be looking for a way to get to that. When I'm playing personally, it's always hard for me to get myself in that mindset that I always need to be figuring out how to get there.
Yeah.
And then, you end up running out of balls to get there with, and that's when it gets a little dangerous.
Yeah, no, I mean sometimes it's best just to wait. So John Eagle's going for it. He starts off by making the 3, and a term that I've come across since moving to Texas is like you got to look at your balls like they're soldiers, and you don't want to take soldiers off the field.
Kind of like pawns in chess.
Yeah, because the truth is, with every ball you pocket, it's one ball less that you have to shoot at. And if you don't have an out, if you don't have a path to get to that 8 ball, then it's just going to make things more complicated for you. The fouls start to occur, and your opponent can have their way with you. So John's playing safe, and
looks like it's going to miss the pack there.
yeah, I think he was trying to nudge some of those balls out of the way, but still, that's a good place for his 4 ball to be.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he needs options down table. This is still complicated because like that 7 ball I don't think goes now because the 4 is in the way. Oh, so Kim tries to break it out. Okay, now this is going to get really interesting for Kim. She does have a shot. I think that's the 11 ball. Yeah, the 11 ball goes in the side, and the 12 ball also goes in the side. I think she's going to go for the 12, but she still has to deal with that 9 ball. But she can do that with the 15, I think. Okay. So like one option she has is she can make the 11, cut across to the right half of the table, and that way she's got an angle on the 15 ball, so she can actually cut the 15 in and run into the 8-9. And with the 14 ball down table, it's a reasonable chance she'd come away with a shot. Okay, so looks like she's doing my plan. I would have come across a little bit further. I would have wanted it right near the rail, but she's still in business here. She just has to like cut this in and use left draw, and that should get the angle that she wants to run into that 8. Oh, no, she's going to leave it alone. And she's going to take the 14 ball, I think. That's what she's looking at. See how this goes. Now she's looking at the 15 again. I think that's the play. I think try and break out that 9 ball right now. Oh, this is interesting. She's looking at playing the combination. I didn't even think of that. The combination is actually, a much better idea.
Slide over and nudge the 8 or the 9 out. Nice.
Okay, so that's opened things up quite a bit. So
Left with a
it's a
pretty
tough
tough little
shot.
shot here, but
Yeah. He's going to go for the 10. Really, it's a matter of just make sure you make balls.
nice shot.
Excellent shot. She's fallen flat. Ugh. Even an inch or two would have been a huge difference. But let's see if she can follow out.
Oh,
Yeah, see, you go in that shot trying to cheat the pocket a little bit, create
force
an
the
angle.
angle.
Yeah, because she needed to fall relatively straight on the 9, and yeah, that's what caused the miss. So John Eagle now, he's going to have his way with this. He's looking at probably playing the 2, get rid of that immediately, and he's going to want to try and fall relatively straight on that 4 ball. If he doesn't fall straight on the 4 ball, he's going to have work, but I'm confident that he's aware of that, and he's going to try and do just that. So he'll probably pull the cue ball back. Yep, and that got him to straight. Now he'll just roll this in, and he's going to want a little bit of a bounce off that end rail. But he's going to want to, he doesn't want to be straight on the 7, but he wants to be close to straight. Rolls it in. Okay.
Looks like he's got plenty of room there. Might be.
Yeah, he's got a little more angle than I think he would have liked, but I think he can still manage this.
Mm-hmm.
I might draw this, bottom left, and
Just come off 2 rails and
yeah.
back out.
Well, the reason is because it kills the speed of the cue ball, and it gives speed to the object. So you can hit this with bottom left and hit it lighter than you normally would. And because you're so close, you don't have to worry about the giddy up that the cue ball needs for that draw to be effective. So yeah, he did just that, and he ran into the 9 ball, but I think he still has it.
Okay, yeah, it must have.
He's called the corner, yeah.
Oh yeah, plenty of room.
And John Eagle has gotten first blood. And this is alternate breaks. This will be John's first break, obviously, and we're playing BCA rules. The 8 in the break does not count. He's got to rack a stripe and a solid in either corner, and the tournament director has requested that the 1 ball go up front, which isn't technically a BCA rule, but
it's funny. I always end up putting it there anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to doing it in 9 ball, and might as well do it in 8 ball too for me.
There's no value in assigning a ball to the head ball. They all have equal value, so somewhat arbitrary that you put the 1 ball up front. Personally, I like putting the 1 ball up front because it's a solid, and it gives you a solid background to break at, to aim for. But yeah, some people prefer stripes. Let's see how John does this. It looks like he's going for a head ball break. Oh no, he went for second ball, and he hit that really firm too. Second ball breaks can be very effective.
Why is that shaking so much? What's going on?
Let's see if we can address that.
I might step away here for a second.
Yeah, we're going to try and address the. We've got an air conditioner that's blowing right on our camera, and it's causing some shaking. So we're going to try and. Oh, look, the shaking went away. We're going to try and get that taken care of. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So John's made a ball. He's surveying the table. Obviously, you guys at home can see this. The 12 and the 8 are tied up, which is inherently going to be a problem for both solids and stripes. Looks like he's going to start with stripes. And I think he can actually run into that 12 ball right now and expect a shot on the 13. No, he's come up a little short. Okay, so that's going to remain a problem. And now he's got a couple of options, but none of these options are going to bring him to the 12 ball. So we're looking at another multi-inning game in all likelihood. Actually, if I were gonna say it right now, I think solids has a little bit of an edge, just strategically speaking. Just all of the solids seem to be fairly wide open, and John's gonna need that cue ball to stop. Okay. So John plays safe, moves the 11 ball to the side rail, not a bad place, and he's got most of his balls out in the open. He's got his 13 ball that's blocking the path for the 4. But he's got nothing that's going to get him on the 12 and break out the 12-8. So Kim tries a bank shot, ends up leaving the 2 ball right near that 13 ball. And I think that's actually going to work out for her. I think the more solids she has in that general area, the better. You know, it complicates things for John, and it gives her options. Yeah, I think John wasn't even playing to make that ball. If he was, then it was a lackluster sort of like half safety approach. He's left the cue ball right on the short rail, so it didn't look like he had any real plans there. I can't, just so you guys know, I can't hear them every time when they call safe, mostly because I got these headphones on and it sort of drowns out all the noise. So I won't necessarily know when they're playing safe or not. But it looks like that was probably a safety. So Kim's going to go for the only ball she has open, and she hangs that up. And in the process, she ends up moving the 13 ball to a slightly more open position. But again, John's not going to have a whole lot with that 12, although he might have it right now. I shouldn't speak so soon. He's looking at the 15 ball because that's going to allow him to move out that 12-8. Yeah, I think he's taking it. Ooh, not only does he miss it, he almost fouls. Okay, so now we're looking at an open table. Kim's biggest issue is going to be the 4 ball. The 7 is also a little bit of an issue. I think she's keeping a very close eye on how she's going to address that 4-7. In all likelihood, I see her taking the 2 next, just because it's going to keep the cue ball in that neighborhood. But I think she's going to have to consider how she's going to get on that 4 right now. The 4 does go in the left side pocket. And if she sees that, then I think that's going to start to open things up here for her. And the 7 and the 3, they both go in the top left. So I would look to play this 2 ball and try and get shape on the 4 on the side. That would be that'd be the way I would handle this.
All right, I'm back, Jude. Hopefully that fixes it a little bit. Looks like it's not shaking.
Yeah, it's not shaking. Okay, so Kim hit that a little too thick. She's in a funny spot now where she doesn't really have access to any other ball but the 4 ball. So this 4 ball is going to move, and in doing so, it's going to probably open up the table for John Eagle. This is so significant, I might even consider kicking at something like the 3. Okay, she's going to try and make the 4 on the side. And this is a big shot for Kim. I feel like this is the rack right here. If Kim can make this 4 ball and get position on something, then she's got a good chance to get out. But if she misses it, then she's going to be leaving John a wide open table. Oh, real good try. Yep, it goes in. Let's see if she comes away with the shot. Ooh. Okay, well, Kim doesn't really come up with a shot here. However, I think she's actually tied up the 6-9 a little. I don't think either ball goes. It's a real good shot by Kim.
That was a nice cut over there.
Yeah, it doesn't She doesn't really get the payoff that she was expecting, but you know what? I think she's actually prolonged the outcome of this game a little bit because she tied up that 6-9. You know what I might do actually right now? I might look to just move the 3 ball to the top right corner. I don't want to make it because it doesn't even go, but I would just bunt it to the top right and just leave myself something for later. Oh, she tries to cut it in. That's a similar sort of like strategy as I was talking about, where like I think she was actually going for it, but she ends up moving it in front of the pocket, and she opens up her balls a little bit more. Still, the fundamental problem that we have here is that 6-9. So long as neither player can make those balls in obvious pockets, then this is going to go back and forth. As well, I don't think the 8-ball goes in the top right. So that could complicate things a little bit for Kim if she does get another shot. Okay, well, John's going to look to play this 14-ball. He does have a path here. I like this. He could play the 14 in the bottom right corner, and that's going to give him position on the 11 with an angle, and that position could get him right to where that second diamond is on the left rail.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can get there, then that 9 goes in the side. So he definitely has an out here. Oh, okay. I wasn't looking to get straight there. This is I would have tried to maintain that angle. Yeah, see, because I thought that if he had left an angle on the 11 ball, getting on the 9 should have been pretty straightforward.
Now, if you end up somewhere around, what was that, the 12 ball in the middle of the table? I actually can't tell what color that is.
That is the 12,
okay.
Yes.
If you end up, stopped somewhere around there, do you have a shot at the 9, or is that 6 covering it?
I think the 6 is covering it a little too much. Even if it isn't, it's close enough to be a cause of concern. Like if there is enough room, it's razor thin. But you know what? I think he's going to have to try and play position for the 12. I mean, well, okay, so he's going to go for the 13, which is probably going to lead to the 15. So he's going to clear balls for now. And here's another opportunity. He could theoretically play for the 9 right now, although I think the 11 is the way to go. But you're only going to get one shot at it. Okay. So he's on the 12, but he's not in a position where he could get on the 9 from it. And
so I think maybe that's what he was trying to set up for there, and maybe just overran a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think he was. But I think he's going to end up looking at that 11 ball. If he can come up with the idea that I have, which is to cut the 11 in and go 3 rails to play the 9 clean in the side, he could get out here. And he looks like he's looking at it right now. But he would have liked more angle. Less angle, you're going to have that bend. So he ends up missing the shot. He would have been on the 9 ball, not ideally, but definitely workable.
Well, and he leaves the opportunity for Kim to get that 6 out of the way here.
Yeah, he leaves a great opportunity for Kim to even this up at 1 apiece. So yeah, Kim's going to start off by making the 6 ball, and all she wants to do is get position on the 3 or the 9. It really doesn't matter. It's preference here. She's overcut it. Wow. So one of the things about Kim, I think, is she's one of the partners here at Skinny Bob's, and I think that if you can catch her early in the day, she might not play as sharp as she normally does if you're catching her late in the tournament. Every single time I've had to play Kim, if it's late in the tournament, she is a beast.
I mean, we saw that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
she was killing it.
But she is suspect to I think not play her best game in the very beginning. And I think that mostly has to do with the fact that she's just thinking about her business. Okay, so John goes 3 rails and runs into the 9 and leaves himself a tough shot. He probably has about half a pocket going the left way, and he's got a whole pocket going the right way, but it's a longer shot.
That's kind of the shot you were looking at earlier for the breakout, and ended up happening naturally right there.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about it. So I think he's going to just punch this in to the right, top right corner, using bottom left, and try and swing this above the 6. Although he doesn't necessarily have to swing above the 6, he just needs to swing above the 8. 6 shouldn't really be. Oh, he's following. Okay. It looks like he was going to play the 8 in the side. So it looks like early morning jitters here. Although it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm calling it early morning.
Oh, right. I kind of forget that we didn't start here at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're talking billiard time, not real time. So Kim's got a shot on the 3, and really what she's looking for is position on any ball will do, and she's running into balls again. And I think she's in a bit of a pickle. This is something where you're definitely going to want to take a minute to consider. The 7 might go in the side pocket, the right side pocket.
Is there any way you can get on the 6 and maybe play defense from the 8, or is that too difficult to get that spot right with? Because I can't tell how much she can see of it.
She might be able to play some defense right now. She went for it.
You know what? Oh, if it nudges it, it might end up. Oh,
no, that is not going to work out for her. So she's left John a shot. It's not the easiest shot in the world, but it's a shot with automatic shape on the 8. So John can probably follow this in using a little bit of inside. He can use as much inside as he wants. Basically, it's how easy he wants to be left on that 8 ball.
That's a good shot.
Yep. And now he's dead straight. So this is going to put John up 2-0. Definitely had some opportunities there. There we have it. So we're at 2-0 now. Yeah, he didn't put any inside on that.
Anybody out there watching right now, I don't know if anybody's got the chat available, but how's everything sound? Everything look okay?
Okay, so we're looking at a 2-0 score right now, and that's going to give John a significant edge. He's at what, like? Can you show those Fargos again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I missed it. Okay, so 87.2 to 12.8. That's like what is that, like 6-1? 7-1?
I just poke buttons.
I'm not mathing
I
this
think you're
morning.
about right. Yeah.
I'm not mathing this morning. Okay, so we've got a significant advantage at this point, and we've got Kim breaking, and she broke head on and hard, so I'm expecting her to do the same thing. And again, Kim doesn't make a ball in the break. I think John figured it out with that second ball break.
Sure.
So John's going to come to the table, and this is really our first wide open table. The only real issue right now is the 2 ball, but that's probably going to change the moment John, shoots a shot. And I think he's going to go for that 13 ball. especially if he can hit that 13 ball on a stop shot and leave himself with a 15. That's what I look for him to do. Stripes just look so good right now.
And it's one of those things too. If you don't end up getting a stripe here, that 2-ball is a nightmare.
Yeah.
For you to
Yeah.
ever come back to.
It's hard to take solids with where the 2-ball is.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the fact that I think stripes are the most available to him this second.
So how do you think about it in these moments where you know that you want to be stripes, right? But in doing so, you make the 2-ball more available.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh wow.
in your thought process there?
That was so John took a healthy whack at that, and in doing so, he's opened up solids quite a bit. I think the 5 goes clean, and if it does, that's the shot to take. I think. I like solids now. Yeah, she's taking the 5, and I think she's going to try and play position on the 6. Yep. And she's positioned rather nicely for this, where she can make the 6 in the side pocket and come one rail out and make the 4 in the same side pocket.
Just work your way down table 1 ball at a time.
Yeah,
Looks like it's spelling out that way.
Okay, she's still good. I mean, yeah. I think she may have been positioning for the corner. Either one works, and she can follow this up and play position for the 1 in the right side, which is exactly what she's done. Yeah, she's in great shape.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at 1, 7, 2, 3. Or actually,
1.
She might want to take the 3 right now. Yeah.
Oh no, 3 right now. Interesting. For some reason, I was thinking she would take the 1 here.
I might want to take the 1 too.
Just pull it back a hair.
I don't like leaving balls in the middle of the table, mostly because they're not always easy to position for because they're not near rails, and they're not very easy to position off of.
Good.
And right now, she's dead straight on it, so you might as well get rid of it.
And she may have just been looking at that 3 for the next shot anyway.
So now I like this. I like taking the 3, and then the 7, and then the 2. Leave yourself a nice, healthy 30-degree angle on that 2-ball, and that'll let you climb up table for the 8 in the top left. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. So she's got a little bit of an angle right now, so she'll probably come off the side rail just to make sure that, she gives the 7 enough speed and she maintains a good angle on the 2. Yep, that's exactly what she did. And she's got that nice, healthy angle where all you need to do is make the ball, and you're going to come out to center table, and that's all you want. Just top spin, right smack in the middle of the table. She used a little bit of left.
Oh,
that's okay. That's okay.
Right,
it got a little sharper than it needed to be, but that's fine. Kim's also an excellent shot maker. I expect her to make this. Okay, so Kim is now on the board. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The break is so key, especially at this level where you get a good break and you could be looking at a very short game. If it's not a good break, you're looking at a lot of back and forth because people are looking to make things happen, and they're playing strategy. So yeah, I mean,
it's kind of it's just so interesting that the solids look so poor at the beginning of that, and it immediately turned around in one shot. That's what we got out with.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you called it too. You even said that that first shot that John Eagle was taking was opening up solids, and it only placed more importance on not missing. And if only John Eagle had your voice in his head.
I don't know if he wants that most of the time.
So John Eagle does the second ball break again, and what's the telltale sign that it's a second ball break? You can watch where the 8-ball goes. If you're breaking head on, the 8-ball almost always will stay in the rack area, and all the other balls will vacate.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit the second ball, what ends up happening is the couple of the balls will head to the bottom rail, come back up, and kick that 8-ball out.
Mm.
So you almost always end up with an 8-ball heading right toward one of the side pockets, or even the head side corner pockets.
Yeah.
Although you guys at home should know, the 8 and the break doesn't mean anything. It just calls for either you spot it or you re-rack and break.
Well, speaking of folks at home, we got Diana Cardona in here. It says hi, Jude.
Hello, D. D plays in my team 9-ball league,
Okay.
and we'll run through some of the things that are going to be coming up in the Texas area shortly, or not the Texas area specifically, at this pool hall shortly. So I missed what John did. He started off with the combination. Is that what happened?
I looked away myself.
Okay, I think he did. I think he started off with the combination, so I think he stripes. And this is, oh no, I've got to pay closer attention. I look away for a moment, and all of a sudden I don't have a read on what's happening. He's looking at solids, so I think he's solids. And if he is looking at solids, he's in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, he is. So he's looking to play the 2 in the side, which is his only available shot, and it looks like it's in. No, it does not go in. So
I don't know that he really left anything on.
He did not. Kim might have the 9-ball in the top right corner.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on whether or not it passes the 1. I think it does.
I think it does.
But that's not a
Still
fun shot.
Not a gimme for sure.
It's like about a 30-degree cut from like about 4 or 5 feet out. That's not the kind of shot that anybody wants to play. Looks like she's playing safe. Yep, she's definitely playing safe. And she just barely misses getting it behind the 15 ball. And this is going to leave John a couple of options, I think. It looks like John's got the 7 in the corner, that hanger that you see in the bottom right. And he's got a hanger on the 2 ball on the side for later. He can really have his way here. If he can make that 7, he's got plenty of options. And really the priority are those 3 balls you see in the middle, the 3, 4, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what he's playing for. I think he's overcooked it a little. Unless he can see that 1 on the side. If he can see that 1 on the side, then he's in business.
It looks like he can.
Okay. I completely forgot about the 5 ball.
Oh yeah.
So he may have to prioritize getting on that 5 ball, and he's looking at it right now. Yeah. So if he's got an angle on the 1, he might be able to like follow or even punch it to get down table for that 5. And he's going to want to be on the right side of the 5 because I don't think the 5 goes past the 15.
I'm assuming you really want to take this just cleanly to the pocket too, and not move that 2 ball at all.
Yeah. If you can avoid moving the 2, that would be ideal.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay, so he didn't have to punch it. He still has an angle. And this actually works out rather well. You can 1-rail this. You can make the 5 and 1-rail this with the hopes of getting position on the 3 or the 4. And it's really you're playing for that neighborhood, like not necessarily 1 ball over the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's in pretty good shape. Honestly, I was just thinking this before he shot. I probably would have prioritized the 3 ball, getting position on the 3 ball over the 4, simply because if you can make the 3, then you can make the 4 you can make the 3 in the top left. You can make the 4 in the top right. Now it's a little bit trickier. I might just leave the 3 for now, like make the 4 and position for the 2. I think he's thinking about that.
It's kind of interesting. Like, you have to follow this ball up. I can't tell if the angle is going to allow him. Does it slide past the 3?
Oh, good point. Good point. If he can make the 4 with follow without disturbing it, he might be able to get position on the 3 in the side. But I think he's going to go with the 2 ball. This is a little bit surprising. I personally would have.
Just come back out and take care of the 3 that way.
This is a good angle. This is a really good angle. He's done very well with this shot. And this is the angle that that I was talking about before, where you get on the 3 relatively straight and you can play the 4 ball in the top right. So he's done incredibly well at that too, and he's in great shape to get out at this point.
Oh yeah, straight on.
Yeah,
no problem.
So John's gonna, in all likelihood, reclaim his 2-game edge. Oh, and
there's your curse again, dude.
It's not a curse; it's a gift. So I spoke too soon, and John unfortunately missed the relatively straight shot on the 4 for the win, or what could have been for the win. And Kim comes to the table, and she has issues.
Yeah, that top right is going to be tricky.
Yeah, I think it's super important to. She tried to get aggressive there, but she's going to have another opportunity to get aggressive here. Got to move those 2 balls on the right rail. And
do it with the 9 here?
She can probably do it with the 11.
11.
Yeah.
Just go all the way to the end rail and come back?
Exactly. Okay. And she's going to want to use that inside spin again. And this time, I think she's allowed to, turn it up and use a lot of right spin. I mean, she overcooked it before. I don't think it's possible to overcook it this time. You can undercook it this time. So she's surveying her options right now. And of course, the other play is to just play safe, which she can easily do right now. I just like being aggressive because
there's
she ended up moving all the balls, but like that was one of those plays where the odds were just overwhelmingly in her favor, where you could relocate everything. And so long as you don't hit them very hard, the likelihood that he'll come away with a shot was remote. Yeah, like that 10 ball didn't move off the rail a whole lot. But herein lies the problem. That 4 ball is sitting right near the corner pocket. So he doesn't even have to hit it very good in order for it to go in. And the 8 ball is sitting right near the side pocket. So if it does happen to drop, he's gonna probably win this game. It doesn't look like he's got great access to the 4, but that would be my concern in general about playing safe.
Oh, see, couldn't tell what he was trying to do there.
He's going to look at a 3-rail kick. Okay. I don't think the 2-railer is available to him. The 9 ball looms large here. In addition, the 11 ball is serving as a bit of a blocker too.
Yeah, I kind of thought the 9 there would be a really
9
big
ball.
issue.
The 9 ball is the biggest obstacle here. So he's going to try and go 3 rails and try and avoid 9. Yeah. Yeah. So Kim picks up ball in hand, and she is not out of the woods yet. She still has some major issues here. Mostly because the 11 and the 10 and even the 12 to a certain extent, they all want to go in the top right corner, and the top right corner is blocked. So yeah, Kim's going to look to play that 10 ball right now. And she just has to be mindful to play position for something. And nothing feels automatic right now. Like she doesn't have any hangers available to her, and Just a messy layout for stripes. So we got a handful of people watching right now. You guys watched the Mosconi Cup this week? That big tournament that happened in London. You may have heard about. Tell me your thoughts.
I have to admit that I haven't had time to watch it yet. I usually watch them back on YouTube or wherever I can get them. And but Wyatt was telling me a bit about it this morning. About all the stuff with Earl and what was the
Jeremy Jones.
Jeremy Jones? Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of issues. The first major issue that happened was that Earl Strickland was unable to play because he was on a flight where someone tested positive for COVID. And
Let's let me stop you there for a second. I know that one thing about YouTube is with all the COVID and misinformation stuff, we can't say a whole lot about it.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
but,
So. Yeah. He had to go into quarantine, and he was unable to play because of that. I like what Kim's done here. She's made the 9 ball. She's come over for position on the 14, and right now all she has to do really is just float this in. She can hit the side rail if she wants. Either or works. I think the 12 goes in the side pocket, and it definitely goes in the bottom right corner. So she can just find out exactly what the position looks like, and the beauty of that is that it allows her to focus exclusively on making this 14 ball, even though she's got the cue ball on the rail.
We do have a comment there. We may be a little beyond what they're at. Oh. I think that was back at the beginning was ball in hand, but I can't remember exactly what the layout was there.
Yeah. Now she's in a pickle. She's gonna have to try and play the bank, and this is gonna have to be clean, like. She's overcut it. So now she's given John an opportunity to reclaim that win. And when I say by reclaim, I mean John really had it before and he missed a straight in shot.
Yeah.
Earl was unable to play. Jeremy Jones had to come in and play for him. And for the most part, I felt like Jeremy played really well. He won his game in the first round to give USA the lead in the very beginning.
Oh.
And he lost his Scotch doubles match. Because Chris Reinhold failed to make a straight-in shot or relatively straight-in shot on the 5. And then came the most controversial situation of the entire tournament, and which is amazing considering that everybody thought Earl Strickland's situation was the most controversial.
Mm-hmm.
At Hill, Jeremy Jones finally got to the table after having this incredibly long safety battle, and he had a shot with 4 balls remaining, and he requested that the cue ball be cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, he requested it with only 14 seconds left on the clock. The referee picked up the cue ball at 12 seconds, returned the cue ball to the table with roughly 4 or 5 seconds left, and Jeremy ended up fouling because he ran out of time. So Europe took cue ball in hand and ran out. And it was gut-wrenching to watch. It really was. I think I speak for everyone when I say it was great pool. I think a lot of us were rooting for Jeremy Jones simply because of the circumstances. Europe was ahead, and it was the very last thing we wanted to see, where a ruling really was the deciding factor in that
Yeah.
match. And then USA went on to lose. USA ended up losing, I think, all of their matches that day, and they went on to lose the cup the following day by the score of 11-6.
Man. When was the last time we took the Mosconi Cup? Seems like
A couple years
a
ago,
couple years ago.
yeah. Not last year. Europe won last year, but the year before we won it 2 years in a row.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So these guys are certainly capable, and I honestly think that had a few things gone a little bit differently, Team USA could have won this year. In my opinion, they were only about 2 shots away from it really being like, neck and neck. Two perfectly reasonable, fully expecting to get out situations.
How much different do you think it would be? I mean, I know it's just speculation. If Earl Strickland would have been able to play, do you think it would have made a large difference? Or
I can't say.
yeah,
I think that Earl brings many different things to the table. He's a very emotional player, and I think that his emotions could swing the team in either direction. Where it could
Sure.
it could be problematic if he sucks the joy out of the room,
sure.
which he's very capable of doing. On the other hand, I think that heart
Mm-hmm.
on display could inspire his teammates.
I know. His energy would definitely match that arena energy that they
Yeah.
have there too.
And you can't forget the fact that Earl Strickland is one of the most decorated pool players in history.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of the young people, may not have been around to watch him play, but like he was the Shane Van Boning,
Yeah.
10, 20 years ago. And like he was the Shane, he was that kind of player where it's like every other week it was like Earl Strickland wins again, and so like, how would you be able to sit Shane Van Boning when
Yeah.
Shane's 60 years old? I mean, it would be the same sort of like controversy, and he would get the same sort of level of support from the old timers. And in
Sure.
20 years, I will be one of those old timers. You guys don't know crap. Shane Van Boning used to run circles around everyone. It's like, so yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I think Jeremy Jones, like I said, made very few mistakes. The only one that he really, really made was the one that this cup is going to be remembered for, which is a shame, because he did so many other things over the course of the week that he should be remembered for. Anyway, getting back to this match,
Looks like a nice little cut there by Kim.
because I honestly think that we're in store for a multi-inning game again.
Another good shot there.
The critical piece here is going to be that 11-6 that you see on the rail, and good for Kim. She's got opportunities right now to work it out. I think she's looking at that 3 ball.
I think. Were you trying to get there off the 4? I think it's the angle's a little too sharp there, isn't it?
She
It over.
might, given the layout of the 5 and the 4 and the 6, like she might just leave that alone to deal with the 3 and the 7, because
Sure.
the 6 ball's blocking the 11. So yeah, that's exactly what it looks like she's going to do. So at this point, I would play the 7 on the side, which is what she's positioned for. Then play the 5 ball, and I would want to get straight on that 5. And then from there, you can shoot the 4 ball in the side pocket, which should give you access to the 6, and then that access to the 6 will give you the angle that you need to get on the 8. So let's see if I'm right.
It's kind of interesting. I thought maybe she would set up for the 6 off of that one. Is there a? I mean, maybe that's what she did. I
She
can't tell.
she could go for the 6 right now. Looks like she's going to. Um, I was just thinking that this would be an interesting way to handle it because it allows you to remove the blocker on the 11, at the last possible minute.
Sure. She.
Because she hit that. She didn't hit, it wasn't the speed that she hit that, but she let that follow a little bit too much a little bit more than she should have. Um, she's still definitely, she's still definitely like within the realm of control still. She can roll the 4 ball into the side pocket and take the mildly tough cut on the 5. And that's still going to give her access to the 8 ball. So I'd look for her to do that.
It's kind of hard to tell on the screen, but I think there's quite a bit of space there for the 5 off the rail. It's almost a diamond out, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's just rolling this in. And this isn't that hard a shot either. All she needs to do at this point is, you see that 14 ball? Use the 14 ball as sort of your guide. If you can get that cue ball north of the 14, you'll have shape on the 8. Just like that.
Can't do it much better there.
Yeah. And I just use that as sort of like a visual reference. Like when you're playing pool, it's good to constantly be giving yourself goals. So you say, I want to be, just north of that 14 ball. And
oh, okay. For some
Good
reason on the
shot there,
camera,
Kim.
that looked like it was off for me, but that was straight in.
that allows Kim Sanders to pull within 1. The score now is 3-2. John Eagle maintains a significant advantage statistically. Roughly like a 4-1 edge. Yep, there you go, like a 4-1 edge. But that doesn't mean a whole lot when you're racing a 5.
Yep.
These numbers can swing rather quickly.
Especially now that Kim seems to be settling in, hitting those shots a lot more cleanly.
Okay, so John Eagle was going with the second ball break. And I think he made a ball on the break both times. That corner ball just likes to go with that second ball break. So he's going to hit that 10 ball. And let's see if it's the 5 ball that drops. Yeah, the 5 didn't drop.
Oh, the cue
and
ball
he's
did.
fouled. Okay, so this is, I think, BCAPL rules, which means Kim will have ball in hand anywhere on the table. If it's WPA rules, then Kim's going to have to shoot from the kitchen. We'll find out in a second.
I just noticed it on that one. I guess it's alternating break too.
It is
wasn't paying
alternating
attention
break.
to that.
Yep. You sort of have to do alternating break, especially in a short race.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for some of the players in the field today, it's such a statistic. It's such an edge to be able to break an 8 ball. Like if you're making balls in the break and you're spreading the balls out rather well, a lot of good players are just going to run out. So you do the alternating thing that way. There's some. It's more of a level playing field. Let's see how Wyatt's doing over there. I see someone on the hill on Wyatt's mat. You think it's Wyatt?
I don't think it is because he's been coming over here snacking more than I think he's been shooting. So eating a little breakfast. I do see Callum's over there.
Yeah. Oh, you know Callum?
I just met him last Sunday playing in the Napa League. I had to play him, and I say I had to play him. I had to watch him beat the stuff out of me.
He plays on a team with me on Tuesday nights.
Nice. Yeah. He had I know he walked up and complimented the stream and everything, and it's just nice to hear, especially when you really don't know someone that well, and they're walking up and telling you. So it's
so Kim opens up making the 1 ball, and I think she shot from the kitchen. Am I right? Looks like she did.
I think so. we looked away at Wyatt's match before we got our question answered.
And she's got a lot of different ways she can go here. I think, yeah, she's looking at the 3 ball. I'd get on the 2 right now. Get that out of the way. 2's only got 1 up. I think she positioned for the 4 ball.
Oh, okay. I was
but
pretty confused there.
Again, I would be prioritizing getting on that 2. The 2 ball only has the top left corner.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever pattern that you choose, you have to prioritize that 2 ball. Otherwise, you risk allowing your opponent back to the table. Oh, okay. Well, she's left an open table, or a quasi-open table, I should say.
I think, and it's unfortunate too, because I think she had set herself up really nicely to get to the 2 there, 5 and then 7 in the top left,
Yeah,
and slide over.
Players are missing right now. It's still morning, in Skinny Bob's land. Just so you guys know, we're coming to you live from Skinny Bob's Billiards in Round Rock, Texas. That's just north of Austin. Yeah, I'm Jude and Kyle and Wyatt's playing pool. We have chosen this week to join the field, so we're going to be jumping in and out of the booth. I think Kyle's going to be here all day, though.
Oh yeah, you get to listen to me ramble.
Okay, so Eagle starts off by making what was that, the 12 ball? He made not the 12 ball, the 10 ball.
Mm-hmm.
He made the 10 ball in the corner pocket, which only mildly addresses his issues. He still has to deal with the 13-15, which he can play on a combination.
Looks like he's looking at it right now.
I think he heard me. They can't hear me. So, yeah, he's going to look to play this combination. This is an important shot because Kim's balls are still wide open. And he played position for the 9. That was very clever there.
And I think this allows him to slide back over and just take care of that 13 after.
Definitely. He's going to play this 9 ball, and then he's going to position for the 13. And it looks like that 11 ball goes into the side pocket. So he'll want to get kind of straight on that 11. Ever so slightly, kind of where he has the cue ball right now. Maybe a little bit higher than that. But he's going to want to make the 11 ball and just slide between the 7 and 8 so you can make that 14 in the top right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Jason Hartreck. Table 6, Drew and Calvin. Table 7, Daryl and Sam. Table 4, Daniel and Peter.
They were just calling out matches, and like I said, we're also in the field, so I'm trying to keep an eye out for.
Do they have the bracket up somewhere that we?
They do, and I was just actually looking for it. I'm gonna see. Here it goes. So I can see who I'm playing.
Can you put that bracket in the Discord? So I might be able to pull it up on stream here too, so we can see it in between matches or something.
Done. That doesn't look like it makes any sense. Wait. Here. I'm sorry. This one.
We'll cancel this for now. I'll do it in between.
This one. That's it. Oh, I did send you the right one. I just went to the wrong one. So let's see. So we've got Wyatt playing Beth, and the winner's going to play Ray Baca. John Eagle playing Kim Sanders on the stream. The winner's going to be playing Jim Miller.
Oh, nice.
Miller time. I'm playing Isaac pretty soon. Isaac's a very good player. He's a straight pool player. Oh, no, wait, I was thinking Sam. Sam is a straight pool player.
Well, it looks like John ended up having to leave the 13.
Yep.
Till the end here.
This is not exactly like the pattern that you want, but John can make this work simply because the 8-ball can go in 5 pockets.
Mm-hmm.
It'd just be more ideal if you had a little bit more angle on the 13 so you can guarantee getting off the rail. Yeah, see, he's left himself nice and straight, but it's a little bit longer than I think most people are comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
If this were 9-ball, be a different story. 9-ball, you're subjected to so many tough shots that it becomes normal. In 8-ball, you're playing so many short shots that you want to try and keep your long shots to a minimum,
Mm-hmm.
especially the important ones.
He's had a little bit of trouble with those long, straight ones so far. And they aren't easy.
You see it come up quite a bit in pattern games, like 8-ball, like straight pool. I would say 1 pocket, but I don't play 1 pocket a whole lot. Like I don't feel comfortable talking about the pace of a 1 pocket game. But like you can be faced with so many easy shots, or short shots, I should say, not easy, but short shots,
Mm-hmm.
that when you finally have like this shot where there's a lot of green, it can be difficult to sight, because your shot routines changed. So Kim's got a great opportunity right now to tie this up at 3. And she opens up by making that 2-ball. That's a real good decision.
Wanted to clear the 5 so she can come back with a 4 here, or just take the 5.
I would take the 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave yourself a spot to get back to in the middle.
Well, I mean, if she could have it her way, I think ideally you're going to want to play the 4 and get position on the 7,
Mm-hmm.
And leave the 5 for last. But that's not the easiest position route, out there. So she might just go 4, 5, 7. Either way, I think the 4 is the right way to go first.
Kind of overcooked it there a bit.
She did, but she's still in pretty good shape. Obviously, I think the only ball available to her is the 5 in the corner pocket, and that's fine. That's going to get her shape on the 7 anyway. And at the end of the day, this is just about clearing balls. So she can just roll this in and get nice and close on that 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yes, this is a funny situation where a little bit more thinking could have helped her out there. It would have been good to either be like nice and straight or a big angle.
Mm-hmm.
A big angle, and she can go 3 rails to get position on the 8. Nice and straight, and you're just pulling the cue ball back. Okay. Definitely a shot that Kim is very capable of sinking. She's good with shots like this. This is definitely her wheelhouse. But yeah, it could have been easier.
Mm-hmm.
If she had left herself a bigger angle on that ball, she doesn't have to use the bridge, and she can go 3 rails around. Okay, so Kim sinks the 8-ball, and she's going to bring this match to 3 apiece. So we are now tied, and the odds have they haven't swung in Kim's favor yet, but they're awfully close to doing so.
Yeah, I think they are closer than they have been.
Yeah, no, this is the closest it's been since we started. Yeah. Okay. So we got Kim breaking now, and if history is any indication, she's going to break head on. Although I think John Eagle's already proven that the second ball break can be very effective. Kim's got a pretty good break. She's been getting good spreads. She just needs a ball to drop, and she could be off and running. And this is an important game. You know, you really want to get to the hill first. So making a ball on the break here is important for Kim. Okay, so Kim's come up dry, but she's left the cue ball in a bit of a funny spot. And the layout's not looking all that great for solids or stripes. We got a bit of a mess with the 2, 3, 9, 14. And that's not to mention the 4 balls surrounding the 8 ball, which, you know, they're not exactly a problem, but they're not a whole lot of fun either. So John starts off by very quickly shooting at the 5 ball and missing in the side pocket. And Kim's got a few options now, but nothing that's going to probably lead to a run out. So I would look for her to establish which group she wants first. And then just slowly taking it from there. I think solids is the way to go, honestly. But I don't think either one of them have a high probability of either solids or stripes are necessarily more open than the other. So I think no matter which one she goes with, it's you know, completely up to her. I don't think either group possesses greater value. Yeah, she's going to go with solids. Okay, well, she's got like one small window where she could possibly like entertain running out. If the 1 ball goes in the top left, she'll be able to get position on the 3, and that might begin to open things up a little bit. Yep. So now she's got the 3 ball, and she could nudge that 14 ball a little bit to the left and give her a shot on the 2.
I'd be worried. I guess you have to hit it pretty firm. I was gonna say I'd be worried about that 9 staying in your way over there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm
I think you got to take a
what I
shot
said
at
on-
it. You know.
Yeah, she hit it harder and it worked out. I think I would have tried to nudge it gently,
Mhm.
but I'm not at the table, so I can't say for
Right.
sure that would have been right. It looked on the monitor that nudging worked.
Well,
but
I think it did.
Yeah.
In this, it worked out for her here too.
it definitely worked out for her. Yeah, yeah. I think that 2 ball passes, and now it's just a matter of like whether or not the 14 ball is going to stop her from getting shape on one of the remaining 3 balls. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That was a tricky situation, you know, because you're going to get that unpredictable carom off of the 14. You didn't know where the cue ball was going to go exactly, and it was going to start pushing all the balls to the right-hand side, and that's exactly what happened, and she got hooked. So, and this is not where she wants her solids to be because the 11 ball is, you know, not a fun spot.
Oh, I thought we were about to
Oh.
see something magical there off the
It was
11.
real close, real close. So John's at the table now. He's got a couple of issues. Well, one issue I should say specifically, but yeah, no, he's got a couple of issues. He's got the 12 and the 15, which are not exactly tied up, but they do limit his options a little bit. And he's got the 10 and the 14 he's got to contend with. Because it's not easy to get on that 14 and allow significant control with the cue ball. So, unless he just hit a window just now, I doubt it though.
I know it looks pretty tight.
Yeah. Oh,
maybe not.
looks like he did hit that window.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did. That was a very nice shot. Okay, so that changes the outlook of this a little bit. He still has to deal with that 15 ball. That 15 ball that looks older than all the other balls. Seriously, that 15 ball looks a little yellowed, and
Yeah,
all
it
the other
does.
balls look brand spanking new.
Well, he's 15.
Very funny.
don't know. I mean, part of me thinks, yeah, you know what? I'd take the 15 right now, and I'll tell you why. You see the location of the 5, 7,
Mhm.
4? Like, you're not leaving anything, you know? So,
And now you end up in a situation where you're
well, it
only
was just
options the
it was just a
10.
great opportunity to get some separation there, get rid of your remaining problem.
Okay.
Admittedly, that shot he just took, he just got rid of a ball that had zero value. Like
Mhm.
it didn't lead to anything positive. So get rid of it, But I personally, I like the idea of just dealing with the problem as
Well,
quickly as possible.
I wasn't paying attention to where exactly that was. Was it blocking the
No,
13?
no, I don't think it was.
Okay.
That's a risky shot.
But I think you played a little two-way there.
It didn't work out that way. I think Kim's going to have a shot on that 5 ball. At the very least, she's going to have kick options.
Mhm.
And she doesn't have to leave a shot. So I think that was a bit of a pattern mistake there for John. I really think getting rid of the 15 ball had a lot of value. So Kim's going to look at this 5 ball real, oh, she's playing safe. She just called safe.
Yeah, I just don't think she can see enough of it to even take it on.
We'll see in a moment.
Well,
Okay, she could definitely see enough
Yep.
of it. She just chose not to. And what she's ended up doing is exactly what, should have concerned John at the time.
Mhm.
You know, he doesn't have a shot, and he's got to contend with that 15-12 still. Like he has to address it. So personally, I'd call the 10 ball, and I would kick into the 12.
Mhm.
Because you could carry him off that 12 and head toward that pocket anyway. So might as well call it. But also, it gives yourself an opportunity to get a more favorable layout. This is not a bad kick situation either, because if you can keep the cue ball in the kitchen area, he's not going to leave Kim very much.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would. Oh, he's
It looks
looking
like
at
the
jump.
here.
He's looking at jump. Yeah. Either is going to work out just fine. Kim really needed to try and move that 5 ball toward the side rail, to take away, or just to give John more to think about. But at this point, all John needs to do is keep that cue ball in the kitchen. He should be fine. Yeah, see? But Kim's going to walk in with, she's going to be looking at probably the 7-4 combination. Um,
Mm.
oh, Wyatt's back. And if Wyatt's back, that means I may be going out in a moment.
It's the end of this exciting match here.
Yeah. But somebody in the chat was like, let's not talk about that, dude. I'm sure that was about the Mosconi Cup. A lot of emotions revolving around the outcome of that. Yeah, she's playing the 7-4 combo. I really think she didn't have very many options there. I mean, she's got to get aggressive with that hanging 10 ball.
Mm.
But you know what? I think she can spike this in, and she'll get shape on the 5. If it goes in, great. If it doesn't, maybe she'll get the hook behind the 8 ball. But yeah, I if I could do it, I would play it on a stop shot. Okay, she played it gently. I don't know if that's going to have the value she was hoping for. Although she has left a bit of a tester. I mean, a lot of people will look at it and go, "Oh, but the 10 ball's hanging. You just play the 15-10 combo. It's easy." It's not easy. I mean, you got the cue ball on the rail.
And then you got to contend with where that ball ends up afterwards.
Yep.
We are joined by Wyatt here. Got done with his match.
Hey there.
How'd you do, Wyatt?
Did well. Took a 5-1.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's playing the combination on the 10. Exactly what we anticipated. So it's a matter of like, it's like he hit it pretty well. Oh, no,
wow.
he did not.
And
Okay.
he's left it flat enough for Kim to really use that 4 to get position without having to go up and down the table there.
Yeah, you know what? I honestly thought that Kim needed to like relocate everything
Yeah.
on that last shot.
Yeah.
And leaving those 2 balls on the short rail was going to be problematic, but here we are. John's missed a shot and left her real good access on that 4.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, look at where the 15 ball ended up. That's a problem.
That is a problem ball now. Yep.
Yeah.
Only if he gets back to the table, though.
Yeah, he may not. Okay, Kim's hit this real good.
That's just about perfect.
Yeah. She may have to spin to get
Mm-hmm.
to maintain shape here, like use a
Agreed.
ton of left
Left English, stretch that angle
and
out. some.
gentle.
Yep.
Because you don't want a big angle on that 5, and you don't want to get hooked behind the 8. So just like, you know what? You might have to draw into the 5.
That looked like how she was queuing up when she first addressed it. Yeah, I think she's sticking with that. Yeah, she's trying to draw into the 5.
Yeah.
Got to hit this clean, or you're going to end up right even with it.
What you want to do is you want to hit that short rail first, like that. Oh yeah.
Nice result. Nicely done.
Another Coke.
She hit that real sweet. So Kim's looking like she's going to be getting on the hill first. That's going to swing the odds. Okay, so Kim's going to have a fairly straightforward shot on the 8 ball to put her on the hill.
How's this match gone so far? Didn't get to see the first few racks.
John jumped out ahead, and Kim has been
Yeah,
replying.
going back. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So now Kim has gotten on the hill, and we have a swing in the odds.
This might be the first time we see Kim in the positive here
Yep.
as far as odds go.
So what started off as a 2-1 edge for John Eagle has now shifted to basically a 2-1 edge for Kim Sanders. And with a near 40-point difference,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's significant. So Kim is on the hill, and John Eagle is breaking. John's been breaking second ball break.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been getting a really good spread. I think he's got the corner ball going in, but I haven't been watching close enough on the break to confirm that. But yeah, he's been getting some wide open layouts. I think he's breaking from the other side this time. So we're going to look to see if the 11 goes. Nope. Did he hit the head ball there?
I don't think so.
Let's see.
I think this was a second ball. Well,
I think he caught that
maybe
head
so.
ball.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's not the way that a second ball break typically
Right.
ends up. Yeah, he definitely caught that 1 ball on the way in. Because you can tell, like when you get a second ball break, you hit it right, that 8 ball gets kicked out. So that was a misbreak by John. Like he didn't want that result at all. Aside from the fact that he, of course, wanted to make a ball on the break. Ah, what a tough layout here. Kim started off by making a stripe, which I think was the only group she had access to.
Right.
And she's got a real thin angle on that 10 ball.
It looks like she might have a shot at the 9 too if she had to, but
Yeah, I think she wants to
Just
address
left it
that
on.
10 ball because it's still a problem. Ooh, she banks it. Just barely missing it.
Are you breaking out that 3-5-7 here, Jude? The one on the side. Are you addressing that now? I guess it kind of depends if that 7-5 combo's on. I don't.
I would use the 1 ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the 1 in the side, and you can draw right into it.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah. And I like your idea using the 4. But it's just a little bit of a tough shot from where the cue ball lies. Like if the cue ball were further up table,
Mhm.
like parallel with the 1 and a little bit more over to the right, I might consider. I would definitely use the 4 at that point because the 1 ball wouldn't even be in the equation. But like, but then
No,
you're looking
yeah.
at like a sort of like standard
Right.
break shot and straight pool, and I feel very comfortable with those.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little bit surprised here.
Yeah,
He's
me
going for the
too.
3.
The 2-5 and or 5-7 must be on if he thinks he can get through this rack without playing a cannon shot here. I think that maybe.
Well, we're gonna know right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
looked like he was setting it up forward out of the 4 here.
Well, he's playing the 7-5 now.
Okay. I still think that playing in a breakout shot was the correct way because I don't think this combo is gonna.
Oh.
See,
Not much payoff to that shot.
no. I mean, he's got the 7, but getting access to the 2 ball. I mean, he's rushing his shot.
Mhm. Yeah, we've seen that a few times.
Yeah, guys. If there's a lesson to be learned here, it's you gotta take a moment, let your brain settle in on what you're doing, and I think this is a typical first round match sort of like issue that you see. John's just rushing through his shots, and he's missing some golden opportunities. So I think Kim may have access to that 14 ball. If it doesn't pass the 7 clean, it should pass the 7 off the 12.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
She's looking to see if that 15 goes past the 1. I don't think it does, but she could definitely work with all these. She can work her way through this pattern, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's looking at it clean. Well, yeah, the 15 going in the side would be great, but if she can get access to that 9 ball, she should be able to. Oh, this is
Interesting. Okay.
okay. She may have to play for the 10 ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's going to have to consider that 15 ball real quick. The problem with taking the 10 is that you really have to play position for the 11 while you're down there. Just get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
It's tempting to try to force the 9 to be your key ball here, and I don't think that's the right play. I think I'd probably address the 9 earlier and save the 15 as my key ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she really needed to get shape on that 12 ball. I think you're right. I think it's going to become a little bit problematic. I think the problem is going to arise around the 15. But to your point, it may also creep up at the 8 ball.
Yeah.
But we'll see how she handles this. I mean,
I think I would have tried to stay underneath this 11, come up table, played the 10, 10, 9, 15, 8. But I don't know.
I think that's a 12.
Or 12. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, she had.
She got a good angle
Yeah,
there.
she's good. She's
Yeah.
good here.
You know what I might consider doing? This is a really good opportunity to do it. It this has to be a very controlled hit,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
she might be able to nudge that 8 ball. And you know what? I think it's too tricky. I think she's got to leave it alone.
No, I don't like this.
If she
I think she has the angle on the 12 to play position on the 9, but 9 on the side.
I don't hate the idea because she can play the 15 and then the 12,
Mhm.
and if she leaves an angle on the 9, then she can sneak in underneath the 8.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't like shooting a missable shot at this point in the rack.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I'm worried. I'm worried still. I don't see how that 15 ball is going to lead to the 8 very well.
I think this 9 may be straighter than it looks on the monitor. And she
You
may
take
be
it-
able to just roll it in the side, the opposite side with a stop.
she does have another thing. Well, she's got the side pocket on the 8 ball, the left side pocket. With the 1 ball where it is, it makes the left side pocket huge. So if she can
Right.
figure out a way to get the cue ball below the foot string, you know, she's going to be able to win this game and close out this match.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she had more angle than I realized.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, what I was saying before, you
Mhm.
know, the problems are creeping up at the 15 ball. I
Yeah.
really feel like she needed to get rid of that quickly.
Yeah.
So she's going to need a big stroke here, I think.
And that 6 ball makes this really rough, too. Not a shot you want to power into 3/4 of a pocket.
Um, let's see how this is handled.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Beautiful shot. Beautiful. That's the shot of the match right there. Kim's going to go on to win this 5-3.
looks that way. Oh,
I
Oh.
spoke too soon.
dude.
See if this replay worked. I'm not sure if it pulled it up or not. There we go.
I'm surprised. I'm so shocked right now. I thought that she would surely make that. Such a great
Yeah.
shot on that 15 ball.
It looked like maybe she was trying to play it without catching the 1. I don't know.
Yeah,
Or
I
is
think
that-
she was.
You got to commit to getting the 1 on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, I think both these guys are struggling a little bit. And I think that's I keep saying it's morning here.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh yeah, Diana's asking when you're playing, Jude.
Oh, today. I'm playing today. I don't know when I'm playing. The Wyatt being back definitely speeds things up a little bit, so I'll probably play soon.
Yeah.
I've got a first round match, and I'm playing that one. I am playing Isaac Sindek. So we got Eagle, who's basically going to have his way with the table right now, and I don't see any major problems here other than the fact that he just has to make balls.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
None of each of these balls is going to pose its own kind of issues with pocketing.
Yeah.
But you're right. All he does have to do is drop them.
Okay, I like this. All he needs to do now is make this 7 ball and be mindful to
He's
to-
down on this quick. He's got to get on the right side of this 2 ball.
yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, that'll be great. Oh no,
He should still be okay.
yeah.
You can play either ball here.
Mhm.
You could play the 4 and play the 4 in the corner, and then play the 2 in the side.
Yep.
Or you can play the 2 in the corner, top right corner, and then play the 4 in the top left corner. So either or works. It looks like he's going to go that way.
Oh. Right.
Big pockets.
Hell yeah, that scared me.
Yeah.
Big pockets. Not that big, actually. They're only 4.5 inches.
Mm.
But you don't have to play it perfectly clean.
You may be on the wrong side of that too there, though.
Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, this is a fairly straightforward shot side,
You
and
can shoot
John
to
should be
8
able to.
from just about anywhere.
Yeah.
That side of the table. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I couldn't tell. It looks like it's a little further out of the pocket than it probably is for me.
I'm a little disappointed for Kim. I really thought she had
Uh-huh.
it. Okay, so this is going to bring it to Hill. And we'll get you some updated odds here.
How did the Rod Nicole match go, Jude? Do we know?
Probably not well.
No matter what.
Let's find out. I've got brackets right here. And Rod won 5-2.
Okay.
So
if you're watching and you got a couch for Rod to sleep on tonight, send us a message in the chat.
let's see what we have here.
Hey,
Wyatt-
Diana. Yes, this is Wyatt.
Wyatt Rawlings won his first match against Beth Tyndall. Bobby Holder beat Kevin Taylor. Kellum O'Donnell beat Bill Blum. Sam Lockley beat Nathaniel Koch. And Kim Pierce beat Mike Tiger.
Who is Bobby? What's his last name? You just read it.
Bobby Holder.
Bobby Holder. Okay, he's actually, we're not familiar with him, but he shoots great. He's actually, I believe, up 4-0 on Jason Harkrider right now
Oh, wow.
on the A side. So that's a match to
Where
watch.
are they playing?
They're playing on table 5, right behind this TV table.
Oh.
I tell you, I love his hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got
Pink
some
hair,
style.
pink hair and a blue beard is going to be tough to beat. You know that coming in.
Yeah. Bobby Holder.
He won his first match 5-0, I believe.
Yep.
And so he's on a 9-game win streak, and he just hung the 8 for what would have been the winning shot there.
Looked like Kim
So
got
Jay-
a ball on the side there. Yeah.
Yeah, stripe down.
I don't think I have a Fargo for Bobby Holder. I see him as a 577
That seems low, based on what I've seen.
from Harker Heights, Texas.
Yeah.
Well, 8-ball is a specialist game,
It
you know?
is. It is. Yeah.
and a lot of these Fargo ratings are based on 9-ball play. So, you can have guys who just see the patterns better. They've got better
Mhm.
strategy, and they just feel more confident. So they're going to make those shots. On the other hand, you look at a guy like Jason Harkrider, not to take anything away from him, because I know he's a phenomenal pool player. He's got a great Fargo rating.
Mhm.
But, Jason's playing rotation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure he also plays the other games like One Pocket and Banks, but I doubt he's playing a whole lot of 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are at the Hill game.
All right, Jason took that rack, so he's on the board at 4-1, or down 1-4 rather.
Okay, so what did Kim make just now?
Kim's got stripes here.
Kim has stripes. Okay. She's in a funny spot right now. I think
Yes.
the 12 on the side is 12 on the side. And she can relocate that 15 ball. That'd be a huge help.
Too straight for that.
Yeah. But she's got to come up with a plan for that 15 ball soon
I
because
think if I'm shooting this, I'm probably rolling up on the 11 and shoot the 14 opposite top left pocket.
yeah.
The position for the 15 down to this bottom.
Well, she can
right,
also
maybe?
like follow to the side rail and come out for the 14 in the top right.
Does she have enough angle for that? Yeah, she does.
Yeah. But
Well, looks like D says rod 1.
Yeah.
so I just found out what our next table 1 match is going to be.
What's that?
It's going to be me.
All right. Who are you
Uh,
playing again?
I am playing a pool player by the name of Isaac Sindak.
Isaac Sendak. Okay. You familiar with them at all?
No. Well, sometimes names elude me.
Mhm.
I can be so bad with names. Faces, I'm like, yeah, I know that guy. I know that guy real well. That's like my best friend right there. But like, yeah, no, names, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Diana. Sorry.
D.
Much easier. Yeah. I enjoyed playing her though. That was we had fun shooting with Beth.
Oh, I see. She's like, you beat my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so John Eagle's got he's got a little bit of a problem here too. The 14 ball that Kim just missed. Oh wait, yeah, the 14 ball that Kim just missed is a pocket that John would like to use.
For 3 of his balls, he could use
Yeah.
that back. Yeah.
And to make matters even worse, a lot of the routes that will get John to the backside of those balls require him opening up the table a little bit for Kim. So like he can play the 3 and then he can play the 4 and he can get over to the 2, the 6, 7 area, play position for either of those balls. But in doing so, by removing the 4, he's opened up that 15 ball. Here's an interesting opportunity. One thing he can consider doing is making the 5 and swinging the cue ball around to the top right quadrant. That's not a bad play because the 5 just doesn't have any value being down there, and the 4 ball, on the other hand, has lots of value there. So this is like one of those things where, like, when you're not playing well, it's strategy becomes even more important.
Yeah. What do you think about pocketing the 5, calling defense, and rolling the cue ball up on that long rail?
Ooh.
Oh no, that 15 was going to be tough to drop.
John clearly a little upset with himself on that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna go hit some balls.
Go hit some balls. Do it.
and get a little bit warmed up. You guys have fun, and I hope this match turns out well. Bye.
Good luck.
Kim's having to do a little acrobatics there
Yeah.
to get to that one.
And she's got a funny shot here. Thin cut to the side. And she's got to get underneath that 15 to get a shot on it.
I know Bill. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Want to sit here?
The good news is if she does pocket this, she's going to have the right speed to come around and get underneath that 15. No, that was a tough shot, though.
I couldn't tell if she had much else there.
Not
Early
really.
on.
Not really. When your opponent's got their balls just kind of scattered
Mhm.
around the table, finding a way to duck is really difficult.
I'll say, unfortunately for John, in most of the last few racks here, it's not helped him out so much.
No.
Kim's been able to manage it.
And she just has not sold out here by any stretch. She's got work to do no matter what. Tempted to shoot the 6 on this shot, get the cue ball up table. It's a missable ball, but if you get that cue ball up table, the 9, it remains a problem, and the 15 has no pocket. I think that's the 15. Yeah, it's 15. But John seems to be looking at playing this 7 off the 9. His way to, play B there would be to clear the pocket out.
Don't know what all that is in
Vartech.
chat there.
Yeah.
It's odd because
This is an interesting shot selection here. He's playing the 7 off the 9.
I'd almost assume it's some kind of spam message, but
Yeah.
there's not much to it.
Harry Glenn, Sylvia, y'all care to clarify there? Nicely
that's a nice
struck.
shot.
Yeah. Nice shot by John, but the work remains to be done here. I mean, he just cannot get out into the open. Just draw out to the long rail. Come back kind of towards center of the table here. Assume he's going to plan to play the 5 next. Yeah. Shooting from the rails, not what he wanted here.
It's one of those shots too that I can't tell if now's the time to take that 4 ball out of the way. But then you end up, if you have to walk away from the table, you leave a pocket open.
Right. He is finally in a position where he could play defense here. He could hit the 2 and he could find a spot on the table where the cue ball is between where the 8 and 6 are blocking both of Kim's stripes. That may be what he's going for. I imagine he's just pocketing this.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was almost one of those shots again that it almost seemed halfway in between what you were talking about and then potting the ball.
Yeah, he may have been thinking he could land in that kind of dead zone for Kim there if he missed, but no such luck. That 9 must not be in play, or Kim would be looking at it. There she goes. Didn't like it. I think she views it as a scratch shot in the corner.
I think it's a pretty hard cut, but it seems like you'd be able to hold it up.
Yeah, I think she's going to play a strong draw shot here and come around the 5. But again, 15, both top corner pockets blocked by the.
Mhm.
No, it has the top right corner now.
And when you're hill with this few balls left on the table
Yeah.
too, it
Yeah.
makes that shot so much harder.
Mm-hmm. Her face, she's making a lot of facial expressions here. She does not love this shot. Yeah, she's talked herself out of it. Do you plan to just leave the cue ball on that top rail? The defense. No, she went for
Oh.
wow. Okay.
Unfortunately, it nudged the 9 there. I mean, I don't know that it had gone in if it didn't,
Right.
but made that one a little trickier. But I tell you, Kim's hit a few shots like this so far.
Has she?
So, mhm.
He's down on this one a lot faster. I think she feels more confident about this than the last one.
Yep.
With good reason.
Yep. No, as long as that
Oh,
8
it
passes
goes,
the
apparently. All right. She's got room.
All right, just like that, Kim takes it.
Kim
Starting
takes
off
it
a
down.
couple games behind too. Come back.
That's a good comeback against John.
Mhm.
John's a great shooter.